Tonight, we're making sausage bread. So get on over here and let's start our dough. We are gonna start with 2 cups of room temperature water. To that, we'll add 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast. And 1 tablespoon sugar. We're gonna let that just start to bubble. It'll take about a minute and a half. And look at that beautiful yeast bubbling. Ooh, explosions. It's like the 4th of July in there. So we are going to go ahead, put our little thingy on there, our little topper. Okay, so we're gonna lock down our top, and then we're gonna spoon in half of our flour. I got 4 cups here, so we're gonna start with 2. Turn that on to speed 2. Guys, this is just a great all-purpose kind of dough. I use this for pizzas. It makes good loaves. You can make buns with it. Okay. That is about half the flour there. A little more. I'm going to let that go for 5 minutes on speed 2. Okay, now I'm just going to turn it off and let it sit for 5 minutes. Okay, now back to speed 2 and add the rest of our flour. Okay, flour's in. Now we're going to go in with a tablespoon of salt, 3 tablespoons of butter, and then we're just going to let that keep kneading for another 5 minutes. The dough's looking a little wet. It's probably a little humid in here, so I'm just going to throw in about another 1/4 cup of flour. Could take a 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup. I think that's going to do the trick. Alright. It's mixed up nicely. I'm just going to scrape it off of our dough hook here. Then I'm just going to plop it into this bowl here. I lightly flour my hand, scrape this out. We're going to let it rise in this bowl, covered with a clean towel, for 45 minutes to an hour until it doubles in size. To start our filling, we're going to cook a pound of Italian sausage. They can be hot or mild, whatever your preference is. I'm just going to break it up while it cooks. Sausage is cooked through, so we're going to go ahead, transfer that to a plate with paper towels. Add a couple tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil to the pan. Heat up for just a second. And we're going to go in with 1 onion julienne. Saute that. Got some nice color on those onions, so we're going to go in about 1/2 cup of a stout. You just cook that until those onions absorb most of that liquid. Look at that. It smells like onion and beer heaven right now. So we're just going to put that on top of the sausage and set it to the side. Our dough has risen nicely, so we're going to flour our board because it's time to roll it out. scrape this out. Dust the top with some flour and start spreading. I am trying to spread this into a rectangle. So we're going to make a long loaf. Good. Pretty good. So next we have our filling, our sausage and onions. Very nice. Just gonna spread that out all across it, leaving about a 2-inch line across the top without any filling. About 1 inch at the bottom here. And it's time for the cheese. Now just spread some mozzarella cheese. This is a whole milk, low moisture mozzarella. Gets nice and stretchy. It's about 3 cups. Okay, there's our cheese. Now it's time to roll it up. What I'm gonna do, start at the bottom. Roll it up like a jelly roll. Pinch these ends. Fold them under. I got a sheet tray, some parchment paper. I'm just gonna go on here. U-shape. Now, back to our kitchen towel. Cover that back up, and she's going to rest for another hour. At this point, we're also going to preheat our oven to 425 degrees. For our dipping sauce, we're going to get about a tablespoon of olive oil hot and add half of a diced yellow onion with about 3 cloves of garlic minced. Saute that till the onion's nice and translucent and soft. Okay, now we're gonna go with 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. Add a tablespoon of dry oregano. And then two teaspoons salt and about a teaspoon pepper. We'll adjust that at the end. We're just gonna let this simmer away until the bread's done baking. Should be ready to go. Time to go in the oven until it's golden brown. Our sauce is simmered away and our bread is looking good. So we're gonna let that rest for about 15 minutes before we cut into it. Let's take a look at what we got. Fantastic. There it is. Some delicious sausage bread. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.